Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Shadi Rashid, and on today's episode, we'll be talking about Earth Day. Since today is Earth Day is a religion when many people, they start to clean the earth.
Yes, welcome everyone to the Success Coach. Every year on April 22nd, right?
Yeah?
Everyone in the world they celebrate the Earth Day. So we are here from the Success Coach. We're gonna go ahead and talk about some of the key things here on Earth Day, when it started, how it started, and also what we need to aware about our Earth. That's the only planet we have, which is Earth, which is human is living on Earth only. Uh, so we're gonna talk about all those cool stuffs. Welcome everyone. We're gonna give it just 2 minutes to start. Here I am, Mohammed Rashid Kamal with.
Shadi Rashid. Yes, so Earth Day is you should be doing Earth Day every April 22.
Yes, that's right, Ashari. So on Earth Day, people around the world they do several things here. Some of the things is the Earth Day. Basically, there are some histories telling us that it first started. If you can tell us a little bit about when that Earth Day first started, Shadi?
Well, the Earth Day started every year on April 22. When was Earth Day born? It was born on 1970. Earth Day marks the anniversary of the birth of the modern environmental movement in 1970.
Right. So starting from the 1970, that was the mark for the modern environmental movement. And starting that April 22nd is dedicated for Earth Day. So throughout the world, a number of people around the world they celebrate the Earth Day in several ways. So here we are here to celebrate the Earth Day. Welcome everyone. We are almost to kick this episode. This is really a special episode from the Success Coach. Welcome everyone.
Well, let's get started on talking about Earth Day. Earth Day on 1970 gave a voice to an emerging public consciousness about the state of our planet. Muhammad Rashid Kamal, can you go ahead and continue to the next areas?
Sure, Shadi. So, the origin of the Earth Day is primarily linked with the day, Earth Day to the 1970 that gives, voice to emerging public consciousness about the state of our planet. So that's Earth is the only planet that we have, and that's you know, inhabited on it, and that's the only planet so far known to have water and oxygen. So recently, the NASA rover able to convert the carbon dioxide from the planets from the Mars planet, they convert that carbon dioxide to breathable oxygen, which is a breakthrough technology. But you can find oxygen, you cannot find oxygen or water in any planet other than the Earth. So at the time, 1970, emerged as a public health consciousness. So people start to be conscious that the Earth is changing, the Earth is becoming warming, that the modern technology or the modern environment you know, ignite the community around the world to start think about our Earth. So that is the main thing that brings to this the origin of or the birth of the Earth Day. Since then, there was a set of change with the publication of Rachel Carson. That was in New York Times at that time. It's a bestseller, a book in 1962, and that book is primarily represented a watershed moment, selling more than half a million, I would say half a billion copy in 24 countries and raise a public awareness and concern for living organisms in the environment in the inextricable links. So, with that, I would say since then, this Earth Day is being celebrated around the world, and it's really interesting to see that these days, not only in the developed nation, also in developing nations as well, they do several things to clean the earth, from several things like planting trees, environmentally protecting the environment. All those cool stuffs have been going on since then. So the idea of this, the first Earth Day, was emerged during that time. Before we proceed further, Shadi, if you can tell us a little bit about the 1990 Earth Day that goes global. So if you can tell us a little bit about, I think that was a time this Earth Day goes global.
Yes. When 1990 approached, a group of leaders approached Dennis Hayes to once again organize other major companions for the planet. During this time, Earth Day went global, mobilizing 22,000 million people
Right.
in 141 countries.
Yeah, 200 million. That's not easy number, guys. 200 million people around 141 countries, lifting these environmental issues into the world stage. So if you remember, Shadi, the Earth Day 1990 gave a huge boost, right, to recycling efforts. The recycling, especially people trash everything, and now during starting the 1990, people start separating things that could be recycled
Mhm.
again, like plastic bottles. All those good stuffs was started during that 1990 when things goes to global.
Yeah, so let's get moving. And then Earth Day 1990 gave a huge boost to recycling efforts worldwide and helped pave the way for 1992 United Nations Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro. It was
It's in
also
Brazil, right?
in
Rio de
Brazil, yeah.
Janeiro. Yep.
Yep. And also, it was also prompt President Bill Clinton
The
to
US
award the
president. Yeah.
Senator Nelson the Presidential
Medal.
Medal of Freedom.
Yeah, so if you can tell us a little bit about this medal, Shadi, this presidential medal.
Of freedom? Yeah, it is the highest honor given to civilians in the United States for his role as the Earth Day founder.
Right. So this was really given by the President Bill Clinton, the U.S. president that time, and it was given to the Senator Nelson. So Senator Nelson is a senator, one of the U.S. senators who got this Freedom Award from Bill Clinton. Then it's this medal is not just given for anyone, but it is for those people who got a huge achievement or a huge success. So this is really he's considered as a founder of the Earth Day. So when you talk about the millennium, Ashrari, so the Earth Day, when you talk about the millennials, like the day is really challenging, a lot of challenges there, especially in talking about the millennials as the millennial approach. There's a haste agreed to spearhead of another campaign, especially this time it focused on the global warming. There's like a number of push for clean energy. Like we talk
Yep.
about the new Green Deal that is started by Ocasio-Cortez here in US. That's also another big thing, Shadi, and with like
Mhm.
5,000 environmental group in record of 184 countries, reaching out to hundreds of millions of people around the world.
Mhm. Earth Day 2000 built both global and local conversations, leveraging the power of the internet to organize activists around the world, while also featuring a drum chain that travels from village to village in Gabon, Africa. Hundreds of thousands of people
Wow,
also
it's
gathered around the
amazing.
National Mall in Washington, D.C. for a First Amendment rally.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
so
30 years
cool.
on, Earth Day 2000 sent world leaders a loud and clear message. Citizens around the world wanted quick and decisive messages.
Indecisive message, right,
Yep.
Shari? So that's how the Earth Day is started and is being celebrated around the world. So, what do you guys think? What do you want to do in Earth Day? Like, let's talk about what you have done today, Shari. If you can tell us a little bit about some of the things that you've done today at your school, celebrating the Earth Day. If you can tell us a little bit, what have you guys done?
Well, what I've done in my school about Earth Day is we learned about reuse, reduce, and recycle. They are the 3 R's. You should do the 3 R's every day during Earth Day.
Tell us, tell us a little bit more about these 3 R.
Reuse means things that you trashing away, you can use them to make different things.
Mm-hmm.
Reduce means to stop using lots of energy. For an example, if you are brushing your teeth, you have to close the water so that you will not waste all of the water that your that your bathroom can hold. Another thing is that when you're going to school or somewhere, instead of using cars that can harm the air,
Right.
yeah, by the gas. Instead of that, you can ride a bike or you can just walk to school.
Okay, what a
Yeah.
great idea, Tradi. So I'm really happy that you guys learn about reuse. And if you can tell us about, today I was watching Amir Rashid. He's in pre-K 4, right?
Yep.
So one of his teacher was asking him, "Hey, do you have any idea recycling, right? Changing some of using some of your stuff, in considering and saving some energy and all those good stuff." So what his idea came was turning the water bottle so he turned the water bottle to a pen holder by cutting that, the a little bit of parts, and he turned that one to a water bottle. What a wonderful idea! So see, those are some of the things that we can do at home to improve our earth and also help our environment, reduce some of the bad stuffs, and also reuse is very important. We need to reuse some of the things that we have so that we can avoid or we can reduce the consumption, because in this world every resource is in scarce. Wherever you go, let's say you might go to a developed country or a developing country, and you might think there's a lot of resource, but it's not. Resource is limited. So if you can further tell us, Shadi, about any other thing you guys found today.
Another thing I did is I sorted everything. For an example, what I did is right here, my teacher said, here are some objects. Would you like to reuse them, reduce them, or recycle them? So what I picked is reduce them because they were all when there was a light bulb and it was on for the rest of the day. Should you reuse, reduce, or recycle that? If you recycle, you're changing that thing into a new thing. Old things into a new thing. That's not really old. But if you reuse it, that means you're using it again if you don't need it. But people need that light bulb. But if you're reducing it, which means you're not using all of it. You're only using it when you need it. That means it's going to the reduce box. There's another one, and it is some plastic. Should you reduce, reuse, or recycle?
Plastic, let me think. So
Yeah.
it's plastic, right? So here it's hard to reduce, but you can be able to reuse them, right? Plastic.
Yet you're able to reuse and you're also able to recycle them.
Okay, so you can do both.
Yep.
You can reuse and as well as recycle. Okay, what about the glass?
Glass. If you don't need that type of glass, you can reuse it and you can also recycle it.
Perfect.
That's
Perfect.
right.
Thank you so much, Ashadi. So, what else you can tell us, Ashad, in regard to environments, preventing our environment, especially related with millennials, like the millennial age, like 30 years on Earth, they like 2000 sent world readers a sound and a clear message. Citizens around the world, they want a quick and decisive action on the global warming, having a
Yeah.
clean energy. So another important thing here, especially in area where there is a lot of sun, think about Ethiopia, where there is a 13 months sunshine. So it's a good candidate to have water irrigation, and also solar energy, turning the solar energy into um, consumable energy. So which is another important part of helping the environment making clean than using a coal or some other things. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, welcome to the Success Coach. We are here celebrating the Earth Day 2021. Name is Mohammed Rashid Kamal. I'm here with
Ashadi Rashid.
Perfect. So tell us, Ashadi, about the Earth Day of today.
Yeah, today Earth Day is widely recognized as the largest secular observance in the world, marked by more than a billion people every year.
Interesting.
As a day of action to change human behavior and create global, national, and local policy changes.
Interesting.
Yep, and now for the fight for a clean environment continues with increasing urgency as the ravages of climate change becomes more and more apparent every day.
Interesting. Yes, the Earth, the temperature of the Earth is really growing. As you can see right here, this is indicating that the temperature is really growing. So we gotta pay attention to whatever things we are doing these days. Things like related with energy consumption. You may when you think of buying a car, you might think of um, how much of carbon dioxide or monoxide is producing per year. All those good stuff. So things are really yeah, hurting or affecting the earth, the only planet that human beings live. So the social and cultural environment that we have seen since the 1970s is really rising up and again. So it's fresh and frustrated generations of young people you might see refusing to settle for platitudes instead of taking to the street by the millions to demand a new way forward. So digital and social media, they are bringing these conversations, protests, strikes, and mobilization to a global audience, uniting a concerned citizen as never seen before, brothers and sisters, helping to catalyze generations to join together to take the greatest challenge of humankind faced. This is one of the greatest challenges we face today, brothers and sisters. The earth is becoming hot. It's becoming dirty. It's becoming inhabitable. So, brothers and sisters, all of us have a responsibility to take actions, starting from individual, and goes to your family, goes to your community, and your city where you live, and also your states in your country, in the globe, around the globe. So, whatever you're doing, or whatever you're doing, you have to pay attention that that is affecting the earth that we're living today. So, this is the message that we have here from the Success Coach, brothers and sisters. One of the goals of the Success Coach is helping everyone, to learn and to have a better world, sharing experience. Think about the earth that we are living in now. If this earth is got have a lot of poisons on it or a lot of damaging stuff, we don't have anywhere to live. So that's the earth we have, brothers and sisters. Let's keep focus on that and let's learn the 3 R's: reuse,
reduce, and recycle.
Tell us a little bit more about that, Ashadi, for those people who just joined us.
Reuse, reduce, and recycle are the 3 R's. The 3 R's are really important. You should do it on Earth Day. Reduce means...
I mean, not just on Earth Day, Ashadi. You can do them anytime.
Anytime, yeah.
Right.
Reduce means you you use less energy instead of wasting it. Like, for an example, if you keep on using the computer, that's not good. You can go
Right.
out and take a walk. That will make your computer a little bit rested, and you'll be ready for the next time you open it. And reuse is things that you recycle. It's much more better if you change those into much more better things that you will need every day. And recycle. Recycle means when things that you don't need or you don't want to change it into anything, instead of just throwing it out, making the earth dirty, you can recycle it, which means you make it old things to new things. So those are the 3 R's. Is there anything else?
Yes, so you see, this Earth Day, it shouldn't have to be just the day that we're going to celebrate it on the April 22nd, but it must be the day we need to celebrate every day. I mean, we need to practice. Like Shadi said, the 3 R's here. We need to implement those 3 R's each day and every day of the 365 days of the year. So that way we can help our Earth to become back to normal, which is want to make sure that the Earth God is the cleanest place to be the cleanest place ever created before. So we have to make sure that all those things are come back. So this is some of the things that we can do from here and from the Global Mindset University in Success Coach, Mohammed Rashid Kamal.
And my name is Rashida Rashid.
I want to say thank you so much, everyone, for being with us. As you can see, the Earth is the only beautiful planet that's found in in the whole solar system. You go to the Mars or the Jupiter, you might find a huge gas, but here is the Earth. There's no way to treat the Earth unless we, all of us, help each other and make a bandage. I mean, when I say bandage here, the Earth cannot go to a doctor or we cannot take the Earth to anywhere to get a treatment. We are problem maker and as well as we are solution. So we gotta bring a solution by reusing things, recycling the things that we don't need it. So brothers and sisters, that's all we have for today for the Earth Day. Here from the Success Coach.
My name is Rashida Rashid.
And I am Mohammed Rashid Kamal. That's all we have for today. I want to say thank you so much for joining us here on the day of Ramadan. And Ramadan is really going fast. And brothers and sisters, I will see you on the next episode. We wish you a happy Earth Day.
Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.